This is the Wall Street Beat Show, SICKDOE and Crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's SICKDOE and Crypto, don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's SICKDOE and Crypto, don't flip, yo. Pause, I'm back. Make it SICKDOE and Crypto. We got these indicators, don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know, we're making SICKDOE and Crypto. Hit the like and subscribe, we're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't wanna trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, we'll take you to another place, and now you'll chase the red candle. Can't stand you. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's SICKDOE and Crypto, don't flip, yo. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high.
Wall Street P.
Bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high.
Why is it every time it starts going up really, really high, everybody wishes they bought more? Wall Street Pete SICKDOE in crypto. And if you want to learn how to make SICKDOE in crypto, hit that like, subscribe, follow us on wallst.pete. And we're going to talk about going to the moon. We're talking about going soon. And we're going to talk about how this is a joke. Just a year ago, right? Not even a year yet. And here we are. You hit the like and subscribe every day. We talk about crypto news, crypto positivity, live TA, and many things on how we're going to change the world one person at a time. And as a whole, as the Wolves of Wall Street, we shall do it together. Why does it take Bitcoin at 33K for one or few smart people to want to buy the dip, and then the others are like, we got to go in now? That needs to stop happening if you want your portfolio to change. Now, not financial advice, just a gentleman who likes to help people out. If you follow my strategy and see, maybe it's real, maybe it's not. It's up to you. It's your decision. And as we talk about the crypto news, and I fool around here, I was looking for a specific chart here that I had. Oh, that was it. Now, here we go. Crypto news, like always. Kevin Hart, NFT portfolio now includes the famous Bored Ape yacht. January 24th, 2022. Yesterday's news, famous comedian Kevin Hart joins the NFT club after he purchased one of the most successful NFTs out there. I was just talking about this NFT today with my buddy. What's up, Pat, if you're out there watching? The Bored Ape for 79.5 ETH. Ooh-wee! Wow. $200,401. Ouch. Pretty cool looking ape, but holy shenanigans. Who is he selling it to? Who can't wait to buy this? Yesterday, Morgan, the founder of Breaking NFT News, shared the news via her Twitter account. So pretty cool. I thought it was excellent. Minted 92.58. If you're interested, go check it out. This is the crypto news. This is what we do for you every day. NBA Top Shop. We haven't talked much about that. That's pretty cool. The NFTs have quietly surged 72% in 30 days. Ladies and gentlemen, it's one of my favorite things to hold and make money on. So pay attention to what's happening to the non-fungible tokens, even though the crypto market is sinking, right? Eye-watering amounts of money is still going through the OpenSea. The top NFT marketplace smashed its single monthly record last week with $3.5 billion in sales in January. So understand that people are getting excited, and if you're not invited, then you're going to be wondering what's happening. You can buy a pack today. It's not a joke. This is real stuff. This is outside of the crypto market, how to make money, how to hodl. Just buy one $9 card. That's all you need to do. These are challenges. Buy one $9 card. I'm not telling you have to, but this is my collection, $40. John Morant. We know who John Morant is, right? He's been having a killer year. My minted, there is only 35,000. This is NBA Top Shop, if you were wondering, the quietly 72% surge. Right here, and I'm Wall Street Pete Balling, I have the 271 minted. So out of 35,000. I actually have the 271 minted, so it gets to go up a little higher. You check it out. go into it, and it's nice. I mean, it was a nice move. Put a little music to it, a little kick to it. You can now sell it. It's a piece of NFT art as far as I'm concerned. Many people think it's a joke. Many people think it has no value. They're going to keep continuing to upgrade the NFT levels and things of what nature to make them as unique as possible. So understand where we're going with these things. I have a nice little collection that I've been saving. I do have a few, and if you can get a few yourself, I would suggest $9. Have a Dapper wallet. You put all the KYCs in. Make sure your verification, you're safe. Do your Google authenticators, obviously. Put all your verifications in so you are safe and have every single format protection so nobody can get into your account like I did on this. So nobody could just get into here and take my stuff. I actually had to go to a hell heap load of stuff. This is pretty cool, though. Emmanuel quickly, and then you can look, and it tells you a lot of things in depth, right? It tells you the score that night. It tells you the date, what happened. You can add it to your showcase. It tells you what's going on, the stats, things of that nature, what went on that night. It's really cool. It basically gives you the license showing that it's a Dapper Labs INC. Good morning, Gary. And if you pay attention to all these things, it's really sweet. This was a nice move. I don't know if anybody remembers the move, but that's not a big deal. Pretty cool. So I own this. I'm selling it for $50. It's minted. Once again, it looks like you can get it off YouTube, but you don't have the minted value of somebody who wants to buy it. That's the difference. So NBA Top Shop is quietly surging. If you are new to the channel and you just started here, 5 tips to simply accumulate more Bitcoin/cryptocurrency. And then huge Dogecoin news at the end. Of course, remember, this is 4 months old, so it might be fun to critique and make fun of me or do whatever you want to do. But if you are into the crypto market and you are kind of new or you just keep making some kind of silly, dumb mistakes, I suggest you watch this video, give it a like, watch it a little bit and see what we're talking about here. I think it's very important. This is when we had the bat up. I loved it those days, the little bat thing hanging, Batman. That was called the bat signal back then. But pay attention to that video, please. Type that in if you have to get involved into how to trade a little better. Because a lot of people are having problems trading. I noticed that. They're having a lot of problems trading. And if you notice, we went over this chart, and this is the favorite part of everyone's part of the video, right? Unless I'm acting like a fool. But please remember, before we go into these charts, we are working harder than an ugly stripper every single day. I promise. I promise. So please understand who you're dealing with. The man from Wall Street who worked on the New York Mercantile Exchange. 55%, all right? We're going right into it. 55% retracement from, we talked about this already, from the May explosion, and then we had the April fall down. Everybody was crying. Bitcoin was dead. We had a funeral. And then what happened? Well, the next, whatever, couple months, July into November. So we went a 4-month span. Isn't that a little weird? 4-month cycle. I'm just showing you. Technical analysis here. We're breaking Bitcoin down if anyone's interested on TradingView. 4-month cycle. All right. Can we really be, this is where I'm human with everyone. Can we really be understanding that a 4-month cycle is forming there? A 4-month cycle is forming up somehow, and now a 4-month cycle almost to continue on 73 days, and maybe not 4 months, let's say 98 days as I have here. Hit the like and subscribe, please. 69,000 on the November time. But what did we get? Well, I showed you a few days ago. This is many days ago. It might be a week ago. I said, we're at about 51% retracement. So if we're going to continue, we're probably getting to 30K. I said that to everyone, probably 32. Well, we did touch 32. Here we are. Oh, wow. We did, pretty much. And if you pay attention, definitely to mention right about here as we get close as hell to it, 32.9. I want you to understand, and this is really big stuff here, inverted head and shoulders pattern is being created. And if you really, really pay attention, I gave you the price of a possible 55%. Why did I do that? Well, I said February 16th would be another 25 days or whatever it was to get us to 98 days to continue the technical analysis. So if you can give me the abbreviations for it on TradingView, I can look it up. It'd be a lot easier. I'm not going to type in the actual whole long term. So if you are a good follower of mine, which he is a good one, no pun intended, you have to do me a favor and just give me the 3 abbreviations or whatever it may be, because I need to know what the trading abbreviations. I don't have time to look things up. So if you look at this breaking falling wedges, we're waiting for a good one. We're hitting resistance right now, and I see this falling wedge actually hit the bottom trend line of the resistance. It popped up to 38,000 yesterday, and we're looking at the daily chart on TradingView if you're interested. So the daily chart is telling me that this wick is trying to talk ish, right? We talked about it. Only thing that we're really important about is the meat of the candle, but when it starts telling me things, and I see resistance on that day and support, and I see a range of a price from 38,000 all the way down to about 32.9. there is some high volatility happening, right? And we're going to get probably the way this is going. We're either going to get the inverted head and shoulders V right here, or we are getting another M, which is going to suck, but it's okay. Wait. Don't lose it. Don't lose it now. Pay attention, definitely to mention, this could happen. That can happen. But if you pay attention to this V, and I really want you to pay attention to it because these are the two likely scenarios that Bitcoin's going to take. I'm just telling you right now. And you really do have to get that. And I hate when I lock this back up. There we go. Okay. Oh, lock vertical. All right, I did that. That's okay. So if you pay attention here on this, and I should have made this back, let's go white. This V is an inverted head and shoulders pattern. I have it circled in yellow. What I expect is the right shoulder pattern in the same inverted now, which is now bullish, right? We're talking about the bullish pattern. We're talking about the volume. We're talking about a lot of different things. Relative strength index. We're talking about, look at the relative strength index on the daily. The last time we were there, ladies and gentlemen, was May 19, 2021. So you want to talk about some time frame. You want to talk about how the cycles are changing and how they're different. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The cycle is in May. Well, guess what? We're in that cycle. Do you not see it or no? There is a humongous V in here coming. And there doesn't necessarily have to come, ladies and gentlemen. I said this can go down. We can go back to 30 a little and touch and get that M. But if we do, understand, there's not much more to the bottom. Right now, as the title says, 42K is the top here. And it looks like, well, the next resistance is 42.6, about 42.5. And if you do really pay attention to the crypto chart, we'll see what happens. And I'm going to have to do that. And I'm sorry that I put you through that, a good one. There's just so many of them that who the heck knows. And I did screw up my chart here. Why can't I get, oh man, what'd I do with this? I definitely just flipped this off. That's funny how I just said flipped it off. I flipped it. There we go. But now the price is in here. All right, so let's just go back into this. Nancy said Vader, USD. Let me not spill my coffee. This is what we do for our followers. So if you catch a live video of ours, we actually let the audience pick a topic, an asset, and then we get to go over it. So we're going to take this exchange. We're going to check it out real quick. USDT as 6 cents is strong here, it looks like, for a good one. So like I said, with no pun intended, we have some good followers, and he or she is a good one. Very loyal, always on the channel, always asking questions. So this is what happens. This is what we do for you. This is a very wild chart showing very, very boring sideways action, probably a low market cap, which is good, which is excellent. I mean, let's be real still here. If there's any product behind it, if there's anything good about it, which I can do the research on it if it's worth it, not a lot of volatility, but if you do see over time there is something. Vader Protocol, UST, D. This is Tether, if anyone's interested. We're about 6 cents. And if I'm looking at this chart, you can really just see it too easily here. So you don't really need me here for this one. I mean, really, let's pay attention to what it's doing, right? Lots and lots of time frame all the way from January coming into the new year. If you see here, there was support here that is just unexplainable, and it's just there. That's what it's been doing. So you got to watch that a little bit right here inside. As you see, these big 2-wick candles made things happen. It went high up and it went high down. So apparently, whatever this price is, this is a very volatile price. So, yeah, no problem. So if you understand that 11 cents, and I know you're nowhere near that, you're half of your money actually at this point in time down if you invested at that point in time, which when was the last time you seen that? If this is legit on this chart, you would have gotten that just as to 7. So you're looking 3 weeks ago. So Vader, unfortunately, usually at this point in time, if we did our research on this and didn't do a live and didn't know much about it, this is what we do. So I'm doing it live with you. Pay attention to the price where we're at, 6 cents. See that there is currently huge support. So now if you understand, if support flips resistance on this, well, even though there's candles here are really not filling, you could still see 2 things. There was a rising channel in this. It wasn't big. Like I said, this thing doesn't move a lot. But there was a rising channel in this, as I'm trying to explain to you and show you. You didn't see it, but usually it is a bullish, a bearish pattern, because what are we doing? We're constantly consolidating to the upside, which people are going to take profits because there's no move here. But if you see it, it's really doing that. And there's certain points in the trend line going up and down. You're seeing it touch, as I said. So look for the 10 cent in this range here. Because why? Because it was the tip peak point in this trend line. So 10 cents was a problem. So you might want to mark that down as a memory here, because before we get to the 11, well, you're not even going to be worrying about that. There's a huge chance 10 cents is going to be a bigger issue. So this is Vader. This is the protocol. Someone next, Strong. I don't even know what Strong. See, there's too many tokens out there, and it gets a little ridiculous. But as we're going to see, let's get the next token on TradingView that I may have, that I may be able to do it. I'm really sorry, Gary, that I don't have that. Good morning, TJ. My man, TJ. What's going on? And I like that McGullen last name, because I know a McGullen, and they're good people, but you're probably not that one. Crypto market cap up 7.8, almost 8% this morning. So pretty cool. Give me a second here. Now we're over 8. You understand how the FOMO is real in this stuff, and how important it is? And let me see if I can do something, because I'm annoyed that I'm down to one chart right now, and I don't like going through my browser. Live is just very unprofessional. It's very silly, so we'll be right back in a second, right? We'll do it quickly. So I want to get back to my Bitcoin chart, but I'm going to break down Vader a little better because that was really cheesy. So a good one, if you pay attention to what happened, we basically got to pull back, and this was a correction here. As you see, very volatile correction. And on this chart, there is no history of this bottom price. Not sure why. We can't do enough history, but it did come out on this chart, on Polynex chart, at December 29th. Before, it was weird. It's like a New Year coin. So for this specific chart. So pay attention to that. Somebody please give me some TA. Ask for TA on another coin. This is what we do for you. Something we know a little bit about. Some of the background, like, we know Bitcoin Ami, we know Cardano, we know Man at Decentraland, we know Matic Polygon, we know Tessos, right? We talk about VThor, we talk about Shiba Inu. I mean, these are all tokens that are very, very important. And a lot of people are not understanding how important these tokens are. They're sleeping on them. And it's like, a lot of people would say, well, I have $1,000, Pete. What would be the best investment with my $1,000? It's almost like anything, right? I mean, it's sick. It's such an uneducated, such an unprofessional response. But it's like when you get an opportunity in the crypto space like this, it doesn't come often. And a lot of people don't get that. And as I said over and over and over and over, you have to pay attention to that. Now, Vader, I don't know much about Vader, so maybe I'll do a little research on it, a good one, and I'll give you better technical analysis. It's right now a cheap touch, but that's really what you're looking at for the 10 cents. So look for that hard. So just to finish that TA on there. But I want to get back to Bitcoin, and please, let's go Mana. Okay, so Sean did us a favor. What's up? Richie Rich in the house. And I used to call this guy Richie Rich all the time. Snoochie, good friend of mine. Lifelong time friend. And what are we looking for in here? Well, I told you this a million times. So you're getting tired of probably looking at it on all my charts, all my technical analysis, but it's real as steel. And that's how I get it sometimes. Big shoulder, right? We were up here hitting resistance right at the 360 level. This is where the meat of the candle is, back all the way from October, right before Halloween. And if you pay attention to this here, it's a really big, significant price range. 320 here. I'm sorry, 353. I'm looking at the line here. So 356, 353, we've already talked about it. Big support here, big resistance. We got two options here now. It depends on what the whales are going to do to us. But if I were to adjust this correctly, and this would look like a much, much more of a resistance price for me, I would say right at the 342. I'm going to watch the 320, but 342 is something I'm watching right now. What is it? It's an inverted head and shoulders pattern. We'll be coming down to Man at Decentraland, touching support levels, probably hitting support levels. I really don't know what we're doing here, because on the daily, I don't see anything showing support level anywhere but here, right? And that's really scary. So maybe we're developing a new support frame, new support line that we have not seen yet, because this is still a falling wedge, and it's a humongous falling wedge. This is a descending channel, and a descending channel usually is a bullish pattern which breaks out. So what my thought is a cup and handle on the Man at Decentraland, which would bring you probably to your support level of the last time in resistance to 268. So we're not even near there yet. I know I sound like a fool. It's 209, 210. Man at Decentraland's trading. Perhaps this is a good buy. I'll start doing some indicators and playing around with many things to see if they do perhaps line up to the right, the right spot. This is an opportunity of a lifetime, and people have no clue. This is a lifetime crypto promotion. I want to sell all my properties and go all in. Mark Anthony, what? Oh, I wish I had real estate. And you know what? He just brings me to a really, really important message. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm wearing my Bitcoin shirt. I'm excited today. I think we're going to talk about NFIs. And if anybody's interested in NFI, I didn't say NFT, I said NFI, non-fungible intelligence. These are now the new crypto NFT market. It's going to be crazy. You're going to be able to have a brain, a module brain of your NFT. It's going to be the brain that runs it and collects it like a little programmed robot in the metaverse, in the NFT world. We're going to talk about that pretty soon. I don't know if it's going to be tonight. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow, but you better get really excited about that one. That's a big video. So let's get into this chart here and stop fuddling around. But I want you to understand how big that is. That's a big deal. EMA is getting tight again. Definitely staying under, the price is staying under the ribbon. And if you look real here, it's hard to see, but as I show you resistance here on the cup and handle, we will be under the ribbon again, hitting resistance as we're going to tighten. I don't know, we're expanding on the ribbon here. So that's interesting, maybe a little more sideways action until tomorrow morning, and then perhaps hump day, we start forming a cup and handle. And where is the cup and handle? It's hard to see right now with all your white lines, Pete. I'll make that red, and maybe that helps you a little bit. That's kind of like my cup and handle I'm kind of trying to show you here. So hopefully that gives you an idea of what that is. Cup and handle formation, go up, come back, hit resistance right at the 290 level. That would be sweet, right? Somewhere around there. Let me see what I'm really getting here. 289, 290 level. Wouldn't that be really nice? So there's a good chance that Man of Decentraland can spike up to there. I mean, this is a $10 token. This is a $10 asset. You're going to be buying digital land in the metaverse. In the crypto space. I mean, what's up, Captain Boss Andrew? What's good? Sean, Gary, everyone. So here we go. We got another Jasmine question. They want to know, so let's pay attention. Some levels here that I'm excited about. RSI level on the daily is absolutely outstanding. What happened, ladies and gentlemen, on Man of Decentraland before we break it up? In September 2021. Well, let's talk about it. Let's check it out. I'm just curious because that was the last time we've been here on the RSI level. So let's see. September 2021. Well, if I went to that date, which I'm ridiculously, just checking. I want to see the range, and I'm just doing it real quick. It was the beginning of something special. And if you waited and hodled just a little bit for about 30 days, which is I'm thinking we should have been doing here while it's doing it again, 30 days. I said these cycles are doing something together. Well, I know this is the daily chart, but if you pay attention to the September, coming in after here, if you actually really see, we went to almost $5, and perhaps we did. $4.95, and then, if you really see what happened, what was that? This was October, so literally a month later again, it's in a month cycle. I'm trying to tell you, see the September month, 1 month, and then jump again 1 month, and then jump again probably another month, right? November, December, here it is. It's doing month cycles. Don't ask me why it's doing month cycles. But the month cycle is flipping here. It went in twos. 2 up. I don't know if anybody even understands what I'm saying. 2 positive jumps up to the upside on Man of Decentraland, right? Understand that? Just like Bitcoin, right? 64,000, 65,000, and then 69,000. This is not Bitcoin. This is Man of Decentraland, but understand what I'm going with. Now we get the 2 bounce downsides, which is obviously showing downside dead cat bounce. Right? Get it? See what's happening. But we're flipping now, going to the upside. It's a high roller coaster, volatile wave, and we're going through the EMA ribbon, exponential moving average. And if you see here, my Bollinger Bands on just a daily because this is too much, so we're going to flip to the forwardly. I said on probably Instagram right here on the 22nd, 23rd, I said we're getting a breakout. I mean, EMA ribbon is getting tight as AF, and everyone knows what AF is. And I said I'm not sure if it's going to the upside or to the downside, but if it's going to the downside, we have to check and repeat the history of what we're looking at, and that's just like what Bitcoin's doing. So nobody should be surprised. Yes, one thing I was surprised: a descending channel is a very, very, very bullish pattern. Well, guess what? It's giving you more room to buy the dip. Thank it. Say thank you. A lot of people are not finding it as an opportunity. A lot of people are saying that the crypto space is dead. A lot of y'all are just too new in the crypto space to understand that I'm numb to this. I am numb to all of this. So you're going to have to understand that. And let me tell you, my significant other, she is not numb to this. If you show her your balance, if you show her when it's good, it's wonderful. If you show it to her when it's down, it's like, oh my, you know what. So falling wedge, we talked about this hundreds of times, right? Could be and should be a very bullish pattern. This is Jasmine. All right, well, guess what? When the crypto space falls down and you don't get this to happen enough, which we got a nice move. We were probably about to go up here. And you know what happened? Russia said, oh, we're going to invade Ukraine. And the feds said, we're going to raise the rates. And this is what happens. Double bottom end patterns. We did not finish on the orange, as you can see. We did not finish. So I'm not preaching as much as it sounds like I am, but do understand what's happening. We got the other double bottom M. Now, what are we doing? Well, we're getting another repeat of a possible. But if we continue to do this, ladies and gentlemen, don't you understand going into February, as you see, and hopefully you're watching the bottom of my screen on Jasmine, there's a chance we're going to just fool around and fuddle at this 5 cents for a little bit. And it's under it currently, and I'm sorry to hear that, but it's very close to the 5 cents we got into in October. And if you're new into the crypto space, if you're new with Wall Street Pete, please go to my October videos of October 2021, because we were here. We raving and ranting about how Jasmine was going to go to about 20 cents, how we were going to continue to fly up, and where we were going to take profits. We did. We made some money. We got some more Ethereum, more Cardano out of it. Then nothing happened. We sold near the top. We were excited. Some people got stuck. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened, how you got greedy and could not see when it's too good to be true in a parabolic move like this, which is coming, and don't understand. I understand it's been a long time since we've seen this kind of move. These are 4 hourlies. This is October 31st of Halloween, going all the way in to literally a 3-day span. And you got what greedy? Well, let me show you how greedy you got. This was not 5.5 cents. This is 11 cents. We already doubled our money. All right, let me explain to you. On my channel, we already doubled our money. And then you had a chance to 222% more your money in October when we did this and we discussed this, and that's why Gary loves this token. And I would imagine Gary likes to buy the dip on this, and that's why Gary, I think in every video I've ever seen Gary say hi, which is many of them because Gary is a good follower, he talks about this token, and I believe in it as well. I like it. I'm a big fan of Jasmine. But the thing is when it consolidates like this, it continues to consolidate. You do have to pay attention to the bottom tip is 4 cents. So it's almost 0.42 if you look here. And this is the dead bottom dip of October 8th. This is the Coinbase chart. So I don't have a lot of history on it. Only back until the 8th of October when it was launched on Coinbase. Understand what Coinbase did to it. Perhaps we need to do some research and find out if we're going to be going back into another platform if it's going to launch somewhere else, because that would be big news. So let's see what's going on. I do see some sideways action. I do see some prices here for me already built in that I didn't realize. Old support level that will have to continue sideways and then become and flip to be resistance. We talk about that every day on my channel. So if you didn't know that by now, this is not news to you. This is Wall Street Pete SICKDOE and crypto, and I want you to see the levels. We put them out. Sometimes we erase them because it's BS and it's fun. But the big range of support and resistance right now is 11 cents and somewhere right now in the 6.5 cents. Why we're down so far? We had a couple reasons. So I'm going to go over a couple of them. Maybe people are really going to forget and go, oh, wow, you got a point. Chinese FUD. That's the first problem. China no longer hold Bitcoin, allowed to invest in Bitcoin, allowed to mine Bitcoin. Guess what? You're now in China allowed to own NFTs. Yes, this is correct. What do you think this is doing to the price? What do you think this is doing to everything else? So now that we got everyone else that's solely in love with crypto and not going to get out and not going to ban it, we should be going up soon. And understand that the FUD took us down for so long. When we went to 69,000, we shouldn't even have went up to there when we went there. So pay attention to what Jasmine, I gave you those 2 little spots there, and it was a quick TA, but I do believe that will be helpful because you could have gotten to Shiba Inu, and you could have held into it, and your heart is racing every day. It depends on what you get into, right? A lot of this crypto space is down more than you'd like, but the Chinese FUD was number one as the problem. Then we start talking about the federal raising the rates. It's a little too much when you hear about politicians and you hear about people like that talking about getting into the crypto space and want to get paid into Bitcoin. People are making fun of Odell Beckham. I don't know if anyone understood that. And I got to do that real quick because that pisses me off because I like Odell. I don't like what he did. He's a fool. But there's a big thing going on that Odell Beckham has Bitcoin, and he's losing money, and he took this big loss, and it's like everyone's trolling that he's a clown, and it's like, please do your homework first. A little bit. Just do your homework a little bit. And it's not one guy that I just met who's a pretty cool dude. But I met him on a Giants page because obviously we share the same passion. But Beckham announced upon joining the Los Angeles Rams in November that he plans to convert his salary into Bitcoin. And this is where like a lot of the manipulation, a lot of the FUD, a lot of the bullshit comes from, if you excuse my French here. But he now they're trying to break it down and explain to you like his money, like they're trying to tell you how much money he has. Well, I guess they're going to be kissing his ass when it goes back up to 70,000. It's a joke because the guy didn't sell yet, and you only lose when you sell, and do understand that. They're saying based on Monday's Bitcoin prices, it's just like you're a troll. You're trolling a troll, right? And assuming that Beckham did convert a lump sum of $750,000 into Bitcoin when the deal was made in November, that the salary would be a net worth of $401,500. And despite the drop in the value, he would still have to pay taxes on income as provided as it to him at $750,000 value. So then basically what they're saying is you break it down, he pays all these stupid taxes. They're really just trolling, and it's just ridiculous. I think he gets $35,000. So today the deal was worth. So it's just amazing. They're saying he lost money at the time Bitcoin. Oh, there it is. At the time Bitcoin was worth 64, and now it's worth 35.5, and now we know it's worth more. So can we talk about how much more he has now? So it's like they're trying to say he's a fool. I hope I read the article, and that's my point. I hope I read the article that he sold when it was at 100K, and he's just sitting there throwing money in the air like a fool to everyone, and then everyone's going to go, oh, he's such a clown. Well, how about you didn't know that he got this article written about him, making him look like he's a J.O.? It's just my point in life, how there's too many trolls out there, and speaking of trolls, my channel is getting a lot more bad people around watching us, so please get your VPNs, get your things you possibly can. Thank my man Stan with a Plan, who did create this Wall Street Pete sketched art. I did destroy his art with bullshit, and I'm really sorry if you're watching. He's going, what did you do with my fucking beautiful art? This is trash. And I know I put the Cardano, the Bitcoin, all the Ethereum stuff, make it look cool, but in reality, this gentleman is very, very, very talented. Made this for me. Got the girls' boobs, excuse all the ladies, but showed some nice cleavage. Showed a nice, healthy woman, skinny, fit, everything someone wanted to see, right? Woman riding a rocket going to them. It's beautiful. So very good job. This is pretty much our logo for right now. I'm looking for a lot of people to support the channel if you can. A lot of people are not talking about this more and more, and I talked about this last week, so you can find the video. And I did say if the days are still coming in, I'm really hoping that we can come right up about here at the 56,000. That's going to be one of my big talks here. So as I'm going to end this channel, half-hour video, I didn't expect it to be this long. We do break out. There's going to be something happening somewhere along here on these price ranges. And what was it I said again? 56. You want to see something around there. And it's exciting because we have 53.5. We have to break through. We have so many levels, so many resistance support levels that we're really going to pay attention to. So I'm going to end the video with this price, looking at it with the naked eye. And in estimated 73 days, we went 98 days here, had this cycle, went 4 months almost up. I believe that these cycles are either shortening or getting longer. We have to really look in depth of what's happening, and maybe that's my job. So I'm going to pay attention to it, go in further detail, but 55% takes us to about where we've been. So if perhaps the falling wedge did break out to the bearish side, if we do get a dead cat bounce, we would get the dead cat bounce with resistance somewhere along this line. Do understand, dead cat bounce will confirm 40,000. So if we cannot break the 40,000 level and finish a candle daily 4 hourly above 42.5, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be disappointed like me. It's going to be a dead cat bounce. Could be the last chance for some whales to tell the other guys, hey, 40,000. We're going to see resistance again, flip to the support side back that we had sideways morning action, and then we're going to trick them one more time and stress them the F out. And I tell you right now, I know a lot of y'all are stressed out. I know a lot of y'all are losing it. In 25.8, it's just for fun. Literally for fun. Don't even pay. I'm going to delete it. That's how much fun it is. Pay attention to 30,000 price. Pay attention to what's happening. So, like I said, 55% retracement, just like we did on the correction. It's not even a retracement, it's a correction. I mean, that's a fair assessment to say. When you're at 69,000 in November, going into everything you're thankful for, that's how they know. That's how you know they crushed us. We were thankful for Bitcoin. We're thankful for everything, right? And then immediately it's like, are you thankful? But pay attention to what's going on. A lot of people don't see this, and if I showed you this. Maybe this will get you back in action. I got to get rid of this chart with no sides watch list. It's really annoying. There we go. If you understand, and I want you to, I don't know if I can show this any better, 4 hourly on the daily. It's ugly because we do so much TA and so many drawings and like a little child. But I really want to break this down and zoom in when in doubt. Zoom out, when in doubt. Ooh. Here we go. We talk about this on my channel every day. And before we go, I want you to really pay attention. Deep into thought with this now, right? This is a daily chart, right? Every day the candles move. So this is not happening in 5 minutes. Okay, but I want you to see here. From when we started getting the double M pattern, this was May 10th. This is going to be the biggest mother W, as I do get blocked from cursing, which is beautiful. We censored it. As I tell you, 80,000 is coming. As I tell you, as the crypto market, and this is not financial advice, right? Silly me. If you pay attention to what's really happening, as I go down, not exactly now, this is just a very, very terrible, terrible drawing. But if I try to get to the levels and show you what's really, really here, just about, right? The price is just about to where I have here. New, higher low. We are continuing on the daily now. No one looks at this chart much. We are continuing to have new higher prices on the last low. That's what they're called. Understand that there is a parabolic move that is due for a 4-month cycle. If it doesn't happen, that 30K is going to troll us. I get it. But I want a lot of people, I want my followers to understand what we're dealing with in this crypto market. Understand the whales are hungry. Now, this may not be the inverted head and shoulders. This may be it. If you don't see it, you got to be clear and watch it. You got to be careful. That yellow circle, I'm going to get rid of. It's really not pretty, but I want a lot of people to see. And if you pay $10 a month, you don't have to keep hitting that stupid. You don't have to keep hitting that stupid button there. But pay attention, man. Inverted head and shoulders pattern could be coming. This looks more and more like, I hate to say it, two things. And this is scary. This is probably going back to the downside. I want you to understand that there's either going to be boring sideways action, and that, because that's what it looks like, or we really need some boring sideways action. I'm telling you right now, that 16th is looking pretty. The more and more I look at the February 16th, it's looking pretty. I'm just saying. This looks like a nice cup and handle forming on the daily, 4 hourly, And I do see something happening, and perhaps we come back down to there, which will be 41,000, which we keep talking about. Understand, 42.5 is going to be a touch point. Resistance somewhere in there, as we did have it. Problems right here all over the place. We had a big one at what? 41.5. So there's different charts. There's different resistance support levels that we have to pay attention to. There's so many. This market is so volatile. Who the heck is this guy? Who am I watching? What is going on? Why is this guy keep talking? He worked on the Wall Street, New York Mercantile Exchange, the NYMEX, we call it. Young gentleman here, proud. It does have its own postage stamp, which is pretty cool. This was the address, New York City. 1 North End Avenue, World Financial Center. So we did work there. It was pretty cool. New York Mercantile Exchange. I miss this place like you have no clue. It's now at the Van Gogh Museum. Could you imagine? What disrespect. Beautiful building, beautiful place. Maybe let me show you because it was really that beautiful. Let's see. 'Cause a lot of my followers, you'd be surprised. They want to know the background. They want to understand. I don't know if they want to follow too much and try to get me. So that's why they want to know. Yeah, here it is. So this is the place I was at. This is where I'm from. This is a wonderful place. They're trying to make it act like it did not exist. But this is where Wall Street Pete was born. So if you understand, founded in 1882, 139 years ago. Headquarters, Manhattan, New York, U.S. Love this place. There was many places, many times on this floor right there. I don't know if you've seen it. Oh, look how beautiful the website is. I love it. It's beautiful. Oh, man, I could almost get sad. But this is where Wall Street Pete was born. This is where he was from. They're trying to make it look like, they're building, and we didn't get kicked out of there. But it's now not the CME group. See that? It's so sad. And Carol Shields, please kick her out of here. She's doing links in my channel, and please do not click on links, especially from Carol Shields. She's probably going to hit the thumbs down, and I don't care. but please be careful. Carol Shields right now live on my channel is putting VAW.rent, and you are a douchebag nozzle. What she's doing is trying to get you to click on that on your phone, and then she'll have access to all your crypto and all your stuff. So please do not click on any links or anything. People are going to pretend to be me. You're like, oh, it's Wall Street Pete. I can click on that link. Just copy the link with what it says. Read it and then Google it or something. Stop clicking links. You will get destroyed. So there it is. Lifelong lesson immediately. There was a lot of drinks on this floor. I don't know if you can see it. But there was, I think it was the 10th floor. It's been that long, the 10th or the 15th floor. Many martinis, many drinks, things spoken about. You would think people would have jumped off. It's pretty crazy. But no, it was a wonderful place. Seriously, good people. We had a wonderful time. So that's where we're from. It's now the CME. I'm disgusted. It's almost like we never existed. That's what my buddy was telling me. Now I understand. My Wall Street daddy. So NYMEX is located at the 1 North End Avenue in Brookfield, Battery Park City. One of the most beautiful places at the, it's beautiful. Wow. So no longer existing pretty much. It's really sad. Wall Street Pete was born there. That's a little bit of the background. These are the people trading, screaming, and yelling. If you just ever wondered why I'm so loud, it's just nuts. And this is what we're dealing with. So the crypto space is huge. Thank you so much for your wonderful, appreciate Snoochie Boochie. Appreciate everyone. Please hit the like and subscribe. You have been wonderful with that support. One day we're going to feed the poor. I do hope one day, seriously, New York City, Philly, wherever we need to go in the tri-state, as I'm around that area, we need to get some people some help. It gets cold. It's freezing at night, right? You think you're cold in your home? Imagine being cold outside in their home. So it's sick. So people don't think about that. People think about all their problems, right? I got 99 problems, but guess what? Not one's going to fucking stop me. Wall Street Pete, SICKDOE in crypto. Have a wonderful day. If it's not that positive, then do yourself a favor. Go back to fucking bed. Put your feet up. Put on a good song and change your attitude, because I'll tell you right now, we haven't talked about that in the longest time. You need to change your attitude. Put on a good beat and get you in a good mood, because I'll tell you, it will help you. Have a good one. Please don't trade on emotion. Stay away from the stupid hackers and scammers all around. They give you a headache. They're giving me headaches. Oh, man. Wall Street Pete. We're out of here like Vladimir. Take care. Hit that like and subscribe. Share with a friend. And please, 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 this is not financial advice. This is just a gentleman who wants to have you do your own research and his strategies and his thoughts. It's crypto news, so please put all that into consideration. Have a great day.